Good morning and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Channel. We have two 40% alcohol Canadian blended whiskeys. This is Black Velvet. I got it for $8.99. Black Velvet Canadian whiskey, aged 3 years, introduced in 1951, bottled in Kentucky by Heaven Hill. There's the insignia. It's got a crown for King Charles III of Canada and 2 lions and 4 diamonds. What I don't know what those stand for. Blended at birth, distilled under the supervision of the government of the Canadian government. Aged 3 years in oak, which is a worthless statement. All Canadian whiskey has to be aged in oak. They're not to be aged exactly 3 years. It has to be aged a minimum of 3 years. Any Canadian whiskey. All right. They blend all the different whiskeys together: rye, wheat, barley malt, mostly corn, spirits, and they age them together. They don't age them separately and then blend them. They blend them, then age them for 3 years. Okay, that's the difference. So it's been on the market since 1951. It's now a Heaven Hill brand. Here's a competitor, Crown Royal Reserve, Special Reserve, introduced in 1991, 40 years later. No age statement. They just say it's extra age, and it's a Diageo product. So there it is. Now this was $45, so like $44.99. So there's the Special Reserve. Won't focus. Be Aviation. Bonjour, Ron. Bonjour to you. Happy dawn. Now on the bottle cap it says Crown Royal Special Reserve. Daylight's coming. Finally, it focuses. See, the bottle cap says Special Reserve. All right. Is it going to be $36 better? Yeah, maybe so, because Black Velvet was really not that good, in my opinion. Even their 8-year Black Velvet Reserve, which I can buy at one store, at least in Metairie, Louisiana. They have it over there at Dornex. I don't know, something rough about Black Velvet. Now you can get these plastic travel bottles, they call them. You put it in your suitcase. That's what they had on special offer here, $8.99. Then a month later, after I bought it, it was $7.99. So I could have waited a month and saved a dollar, but I didn't know. I didn't know they were going to discount it another dollar. I saw Black Velvet in the glass bottles yesterday at Walmart, and they were $9.99. All right, so there we go, copper for the Crown Royal Reserve. And more golden, or more of a gold for the Black Velvet Reserve. All right, so gotta close my eyes, because if I look and see the darker shade, I'm gonna know it's the Reserve. Stop, look, and listen. See, I don't want to do that. I want to guess it on its merits, not guess it on because I noticed the shade. All right. Smells sweet, like sweet corn, oak, musty, like fermented stuff. All right. lighter. You get the corn, the oak, the other grains here, but it's a lighter nose. So I'm thinking that's the Black Velvet and that's the Reserve, Crown Royal Reserve. But let's see. Taste Chuz. Vanilla. Lots of vanilla and sugar water, honeysuckle nectar. Little roughness around the edges of it and the mouthfeel. Now this one has the oak, a much deeper whiskey saturated oak. So I think this is the Crown Royal Reserve. But honestly, no, I'm getting a lot of ethanol over here. You said, but it's aged 3 years. It's at the minimum whiskey. It's not raw grain spirits. I know it tastes like it though. But so yeah, that's got to be the Black Velvet. In a way, I paid $45 for something like that, or did I? Am I seeing a $36 difference here today? No. But you see, the whiskeys never taste the same. Like if I do Crown Royal Special Reserve against one whiskey A, and then B, and then C, and then D, and E, and F, and G, and H, every one of those 10 competitors is going to taste different. It's going to make the control group, which is the Crown Royal Reserve, Special Reserve, it's going to make it taste different. Whiskeys will make other whiskeys taste different. Now, you don't believe me. Don't you believe me? If you don't believe me, do the process yourself. Do it. Do it blind, though. If you're sitting there looking at them and you know which is which, you haven't proved anything. I mean, you proved that you could look at them and say what you think, but if it's a blind taste test and you're not sure which is which, then the challenge is in play. Hey, look, I was drinking coffee before this. I wasn't sitting there getting boozed up at dawn. I'm not, into that lifestyle. But I'm telling you right now, neither one of these are living up to. Well, I mean, Black Velvet's got nothing to live up to because there's not much to it to start with. It's like if you ask me what is one of your definitely do not reach for product, I would say I don't reach for Black Velvet. I know it's number 2 selling Canadian whiskey in the United States. Okay, fine. I only bought it because it was $8.99, and like I said, I could have waited a month, got it for $7.99. But like I said, I didn't know that. But I mean, I wouldn't buy it again. Now you could say you don't appreciate the harsh character. Yeah, I don't appreciate the harsh character. But I'm not in love with the Crown Royal Reserve this morning. I wasn't in love with it to start, but I mean, it was in the A range on its own solo. When you do solo, they always are nicer. They're always nicer when you go solo with them on a solo review. And then when you start putting them in the competition, that's when things begin to break down. Yeah, you pay like $70 for a whiskey. And you're like, oh man, it's so awesome. You review it and just brag on it. And then you start putting it in the competition with stuff that's 25% of the price, and it flops. I mean, it's a sad thing. All right, so this is the Reserve, but I'm not going to pay $36 extra for it. No way. I got it right, but it was a little closer than it should have been. It's not a runaway. Should have been a runaway. Wasn't a runaway. All right, so hey, I don't answer for Crown Royal Special Reserve. I don't answer for any of these products. I taste them. However it pans out, that's how it works. So see y'all in about 3.5 hours for Super Sunday.